Hey guys, it's Georgianne from Lila, and I want to show you the quickest camouflage icing ever. You'll need 3 different colors of icing in disposable bags, and you'll need another bag with the tip cut off and a coupler inside. First thing you want to do is squish the icing up away from the tip. You haven't cut them yet, so the icing's not going to squish out, but you want to have a long leading end on the tip of these bags. You're going to twist them together so that they stay together. Pull your bag down so that your coupler is right there near the edge. Push the 3 tips through the coupler and pull them out the other side. Then grab a pair of scissors and you're going to cut the ends off. I cut these a little too close to the coupler. You want to give it a little more room so that they'll stay through. If you do this, you can just pull the rest out with some tweezers. Then I put a number 9 tip on. You want a big tip so a lot of icing can come out all at the same time. I'm using a thick black icing here with a number 3 tip to pipe around, just to give it a border on the edge of the cookie, because the 3 colors of camouflage icing are actually a thinner, you should use like a 10 count icing or a flood icing. So you want to be able to give it an edge so that they don't flow all over the place. You can kind of tell here how I'm only touching the tip of my piping bag to the cookie when I make a turn or at a corner. It's so much easier to lay it down in a straight line if it's not touching the cookie. You can let the outline dry, or you can just go right to putting the icing on. Since we have all 3 colors of icing in our bag, you can do dots, you can do random squiggles, you can just put it wherever you want to and let it flow out into its own patterns. This icing is a little bit thicker. I used a 12 to 15 count icing, but I would definitely recommend a 10 count icing for this. It's much faster and easier, and it'll be completely smooth when you're done. You can, I tend to, when I do this camouflage, I'll twist the bag every now and then just so it seems like it's getting a different pattern. More random and haphazard like camouflage really is. And that's it. You can use a scriber tool to pull it out into the little corners if you have it, or to push any tips down. You could go through it and make it more of a marbled camouflage issue if you want as well, but it looks great just the way it is. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I really couldn't let this go. Just a quick troubleshooting hint. If you find that when you're trying to put it on the cookie, give it a dot first before you put it on the cookie. Sometimes only one icing color will come out. Just take your tip off and then use food grade scissors to just pull all the tips out to make sure they're coming out evenly. You can give it a squeeze while the tip is off and see what colors are coming out, and if maybe only like the lighter color is coming out and the darker color isn't, you can rearrange them inside the bigger piping bag to make sure that they're not squishing one of the colors back up as you're trying to squish them out. And once you've got it all figured out, just leave the ends out a little more and put the tip back on. See how that's all coming out nice and even? That's exactly what we want.